Welcome to Keegan and Carlos's Scary Movie Podcast.
Each week, we watch and review scary movies from our giant list of films we've curated.
Each film more terrible than the last.
We watch them so you don't have to,
Or so that we can recommend it to you.
or so you can listen if you've seen them before.
Or so that I don't know, I just want to watch some scary movies.
And scary movies are great. You guys should listen to them.
Carlos, let's watch some
Again,
scary movies.
let's go watch some scary movies. Let's go!
Game verse scary movie.
Well,
I think two's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Grab my strong hand. Strong hand.
My God, it was the
It was
thing
like-
for so
or,
long.
Whenever
Still
he just
is.
like, whenever like he's serving the dinner and he's like, my bit or like
My germs.
my germs. Oh yeah, he fucking stops it.
The opening with the Exorcist when they're
Yeah.
around the piano singing.
Oh my God.
Andy Richter's just saying the N-word.
Yep.
What word is
Yep.
that?
No.
No, they're just
No.
saying
We're not
no
recording yet, so it's
over and
fine.
over. And
Or like in that, I always remember in that Scream
Told you.
Scream movie 2 where he's like, check the music room.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, check the fucking music room, bitch.
Oh wait, weren't you singing along to what is it? As we go on. She's
yeah.
like, excuse me, I'm singing. Shut the fuck up.
the graduation song.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I watched the first.
Yeah.
I've told this to Keegan before, and I think on the air. The first scary movie, I watched it with my mother, and it got to the scene where the guy's like hearing someone like in the bathroom stall like ooh, and
Yeah.
puts his ear up to it,
And it's
and
the
then you
penis
see
to
the
it.
dick go through it and like touches his ear, and he's like
Yeah.
oh, and then it impales through his ear, and I was like sitting next to my mom, I was like. This is uncomfortable to see with my mother.
We were gonna have
And
to
she
unpack
was
this.
she was not like, bless her soul, she's passed away, but she was not the like Adonna who she's like, fuck yeah, let's go watch that movie. Like, she was a little more like composed, like she
Yeah.
didn't drink, she didn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah,
so
my mom is not composed at all.
we know.
We took you to go see.
Here we go, peanut gallery time.
Peanut gallery from the back because she has the microphone now.
recording.
Yeah, we're always recording. My gosh.
That's the
It's
whole
the
point of
best.
the opening. Is you never realize when
The opening of what?
When Aaron hits start, you never realize the opening of
Keegan and
Carlos.
Carlos'
Oh,
Scary
right.
Movie
Podcast.
Podcast.
You know what to do.
I
You've
did.
been on the show
I saw him.
before.
No,
He
you
started
weren't
Weeks
singing.
ago.
You went your mouth.
Greg, I'm
was-
with you. I heard you start singing.
Yeah.
I heard
You
you.
have-
You
you
didn't
can't-
get coming at the beginning.
I think at
It
the
was a little loosey goosey over here.
You
Right.
can't.
I
Open,
heard
you
it.
have to open your mouth more than this, though. You can't do it.
Irish.
Alright,
Ah,
I'll do big mouth then.
A-E-I-O-U, long, tall vowels.
Give me another chance then. That's
my
good.
M&Ms.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Key change. Mommy made me mash. Another
Yep.
episode of
Keegan and Carlos' Scary Movie Podcast.
That was beautiful.
That's
Wow.
great.
That's all we needed the first time, though.
I'll get better. I'll be
Okay.
better. I'll be better.
You have another chance
You're
at
the
the
best.
Yeah.
end. Around. And nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best. Slash it.
Slash it. We don't
We
know the
don't have
rights
the
to
rights
that
for that.
song.
Welcome to another episode. We are joined once again by some of our new favorite guests,
Natalie Hines.
and Greg.
Thanks for having us.
It's been so
Welcome
long
back
since
again.
we've seen you.
It's been
Yeah.
a century, it seems like.
Oh my gosh. It's
Yeah.
actually been 527 days.
Oh God.
Yes.
No reference to
Yeah.
Skinamarink.
I
Call
want to
back to
forget that.
Skinamarink for
No.
you.
I want to
Hold
minimize that one.
Hold on, can we
Yeah.
pause? I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh wait, don't pause it.
Do you want me to pause the
No,
podcast?
please
Don't
don't.
pause it.
Please don't.
Don't
Don't
pa- no
pause it.
pausing.
Don't pause it.
No
Don't
pausing.
I mean, to be fair, there's been podcasts.
To be fair.
To be fair, there have been podcast episodes where I've just gotten up. I was like, nope, y'all keep continuing. I'm done.
Oh, the episode when it was me, you, and Liz, and Aaron
Y'all
wasn't here.
ruined
You
my
had to leave early.
punchline.
That episode is a mess and it's hilarious.
Oh no, it's that
Drax
episode is
shows up and he just sits
perfect.
here, and we're
Aw.
just distracted by the
Keegan
dog.
is
the
like,
entire
oh wait,
episode.
we gotta change the camera angle, and he tries to like manually change it. I'm like, what is happening? And then y'all and Liz stole my bit, and I was like, never
Oh,
mind.
He
We're
was
just
mad.
like,
Carlos
no,
was
do your
big
bit, do your
mad.
bit. It's like, no, we're past it. We're moving on now.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was gonna be a bit.
Well, you know, it's fine.
That's fine.
Speaking of bits,
This first.
speaking of
Oh wait, this
bits,
first. Okay. Huh, hold on.
Speaking of bits, you know, there's 8 bits.
Oh wait, I didn't
there's
turn it back
16
on.
bits.
Hold on.
There's
Now the
64
light's back
bits.
on, And
video games and stuff,
Ready?
but bits.
Ooh, must be a
Trivia.
poltergeist.
Time for
but
some
I'm turning it
trivia.
back on because it's
What is happening?
no, 'cause you don't see as well without lights on.
Okay. Can I?
And it provides a nice like backlight for this side for when the camera hits you. You have a nice contour on you.
Did you say blacklight?
Backlight, but also a black light. I can't change that color.
We don't need a blacklight on me.
Okay. Black lights matter.
Okay, I can laugh at that, right?
I'm canceled.
What sci-fi? It's not me for once. That's surprising. I'm the one that always gets canceled on this podcast. I tend to teeter to the racism, but
Ugh.
Donna, what did you literally just sent me something?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's to all of us.
What's the trivia?
Oh my gosh. What sci-fi horror film does a black... There's a lot of hard B's. I'm going to start that question over. What sci-fi horror film does a black hole unleash
I know what it is.
its
yeah.
evil upon the actors Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill?
Wait.
That you need
I
to
might
see.
actually know this.
I've watched it recently. You need to watch it. It's so freaking
Oh,
good.
is it like it's about the edge? It's about the edge. No, I don't
That's
know.
Fear. That's a
No,
different one.
it's. Oh my gosh! I know
Oh, wait,
it. I
yeah,
know it. I
what
know
you
it.
mean. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You know what I'm talking
Aaron,
about?
you know what it is,
It's,
right?
You know what I'm
it's
talking about?
on the...
Not
Yeah.
vertical, but
The horizontal. The
lateral?
Yeah. Oh my gosh! I saw it and it horrified me. It horrified me.
oh yeah, that movie is super messed up. They're making Amazon is making a
Anything?
No.
TV
I'm
show
trying
out of
to
it.
help you.
Event
because I-
Horizon.
Event
Yes,
Horizon. Oh,
Oh,
Event Horizon.
It is
Exactly.
Horizon.
I knew
one
it.
of
It was in
Paul-
there.
Is it Paul Wes Anderson, Paul Thomas Anderson, Paul W.T.
Yep.
Anderson?
Both? All
The
of
guy
the
who
above?
did the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
It's one of his only good films.
Yeah.
Him.
It's
not his
horrifying.
only good film, because that first Resident Evil movie, it doesn't hold up.
Here's the thing. I do enjoy the first
Oh.
RE movie for what it is.
I enjoy all of the RE movies. They're garbage.
Oh, yeah,
they are
they get to
hot
be garbage.
But man, they are fun to just turn
They're-
off your brain
it is a
and
fun-
just
yeah.
watch them.
It's a fun, I don't need to think. Let's just
Yeah.
watch Mila and then what's her face who always plays the butch woman. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
It's like a clone of her comes back in like the third and fourth one
Yeah.
or something like that.
Did you watch Monster World?
No.
I did watch it because Mila and what's her butt's in there as well.
Jeez.
And there's a musical number.
No.
What? And
Not
Monster
like
Hunt-
not like a theatrical production, but they sing a song.
Oh.
And it's about being in the army because they're like, yeah, we love being in the army. Let's sing that one song together. They say that in the army a shoe's a $1.49 or something like that, and it's like a
Wow.
giant sing along. But then a monster comes out of the sand and like kills them all. I was like,
Okay.
God.
what is happening in this movie?
What is happening?
What is happening? Speaking of what is happening, second
Yep.
question. Who is also known as the Mistress of the Dark?
Oh, yeah.
Hella?
So close
No.
with the first letter.
Elvira.
Elvira.
Vampirella.
Ella. Ella. A. Under my vampirella.
Ooh.
Ella.
Perfect.
Ella. Oh,
Man, I am
Bam.
so bummed about Event Horizon. Truly, that movie has stuck with me.
They filmed like 20 minutes worth of footage for the hell scene where they like
Yeah.
they're like going into the bridge of the starship and they recover all the video footage and they watch all the people in hell.
Yeah.
They filmed like 20 minutes of footage with like paraplegics and like
Jesus.
BDSM people and like
kinky.
and then they were like,
Yeah.
this is too messed up to show anybody, and literally went in and just deleted, like, got rid of the footage, just threw it away. Because they were like,
Wow.
nope, nobody is seeing this. Yeah, that movie is real messed up.
Yeah.
It's good. We need to watch it
Let's do it.
right now.
Okay. Well, we're not going to watch the movie that we were going to watch, which was Killing Grounds.
But first, oh wait, you drink first.
I wanna
Wait,
drink
no,
first.
Okay.
So this movie comes also as a recommendation from
what?
Natalie and Greg.
Yeah.
It came.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're both bad.
So is this a recommendation?
as
Y'all
a
have seen it
recommendation,
before?
Nope.
I've seen it
Natalie
before.
has.
Okay.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
so we're good.
if y'all are avid listeners, you remember that Natalie and Greg also recommended Skin and Marink.
But they hadn't seen it before.
I don't care.
But Natalie's seen this before.
Nope.
Well,
Which I don't know
But
which is like worse or
Aaron
better or worse.
also recommended Skinamarink.
Oh,
But it was because he was interested in seeing it, as was I. As I think
Yeah, we were all
of us.
interested in seeing it. And
But
then,
we're gonna watch Killing Ground, which it has something to do with them going on a camping trip, is what I read.
Ooh.
Right.
Indeed, it does.
So
Nice.
this is another Carlos original.
Woo!
I got fancy. I had a busy week. I'm calling this one "Gather Around the Campfire."
s'mores.
What?
It is
Good one.
whiskey, chocolate liqueur,
Ooh, yeah.
Bailey's, and Frangelico, which is a hazelnut liqueur. So clink it with your partner
We get
and sink it.
yes.
cheers.
Woo!
You're making this for Christmas.
It's beautiful.
This is a Christmas drink right here.
I'm gonna add a touch of peppermint schnapps for Christmas.
Oh, yes. That would be really good.
So
yeah.
my idea was like liquid
Ooh.
s'mores, but then I wanted the smoke. I thought campfire smoky is like, well, whiskey's going to give you like that smokiness, so you get
Yeah.
that kind of afterburn of like the whiskey is what I was going for.
Yeah.
You know, Brian is going to be listening to these episodes where you're making your own, and he's going to be yelling at whatever he's listening to it on, going, "That already exists. It's called a this."
But it doesn't.
It doesn't because Carlos made it.
I made it, and it's better.
It's very
Speaking
Christmassy.
of better, what?
Very Christmassy.
Very
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It needs a little, like a fourth, maybe a half of peppermint schnapps to make it Christmassy.
Yeah.
But speaking of Christmas, we
It's
have a
Christmas
gift.
time.
It's
We have
thing.
another mystery box to open up.
Woohoo!
Oh my God.
Would you like to do the honors on this
Oh my
one?
gosh, I would love to.
Let's see what we got.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's how we got these two things. They were from a mystery
Yeah.
box.
Okay, wait.
Get
Ooh. You
we
take
already
that
got
home.
one. Is it sticky?
Oh, you have it?
Is it sticky?
Yeah, it's a little sticky. Yeah. I mean, if I threw it
Oh.
against something, it would probably stick.
You take that home.
That's
Okay.
yours.
We have that
Look over
already.
there at that table
Oh, you
over
have
there.
it?
We
Oh,
already
yep,
got one.
yep. There it is. There it is.
Wait, Greg pulls the next one out.
Yep.
Reach in her
Thank
bag,
Oh, different Greg. Sorry.
not the zombie.
Not the guy
Okay.
with the big brain.
What's next? What's next?
Not
What's
big man.
next?
Did we get one of these guys again?
Oh, what is
Oh,
that?
that's a coin.
Ooh.
It's a coin.
Is that a Friday Night at Freddy?
It's a
Yeah.
Freddy Fazbear coin.
Yep.
What do you
Five
insert
Nights
it?
at
What
Freddy.
happens when you put it in?
Oh, that's cool because it's like when you go to the games
Like an arcade.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
You want to do another one?
I like it.
Yeah, go for it.
Shall I do the big one?
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, do the
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what
Mecha Godzilla.
is? Oh, I got to send a
Is that
picture
what-
to my friend.
Yeah.
He's
Is that
a
what
huge
those
Godzilla
Godzilla
fan.
ones,
I don't know if Marco Ruiz listens to this, but Marco, if you listen to this,
We'll add him to
You're
this.
getting a
Puffed
picture.
And all our other plushies we got over here.
is that the last one?
That's it. Yeah.
That's
Oh
great.
my gosh, is it a plushie?
Yeah. Here.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh,
fun.
I'm sending a picture to my friend Marco right now.
Don't go in the basement.
These are at Target too.
Oh,
are?
okay.
Go
fun.
in the
They're good, like-
basement.
It's a fun little cheap segment to do, and then
course.
it's a good gift. Like if you want to give a fun gift to somebody, they have superhero ones, and
Dude, those socks.
we're not
socks-
sponsored by Target. Sorry, I'm not. I'm done talking about Target.
There's zero sponsorships. In this
Zero
podcast.
sponsorships.
But they could.
But we could
sponsor you.
monetize our friendship, Carlos.
We already have. Where's our figure? Did we die already?
Oh wait. Oh, I put them up there.
Are you
That
looking
was
for
fine.
sponsors?
Oh yeah.
Do what?
We don't
Are
have
you guys
any
look-
sponsors.
are you
Wait,
looking for
wait. Are we looking for sponsors?
Do you want sponsors?
Are you
Yeah.
going to sponsor us?
Oh, no, I was just asking. Were
Oh.
you interested in getting?
Fuck you. PSA: this episode is going to have a lot of f bombs because
Yeah.
we've already dropped like 4. So apologies in
I'll
advance.
only edit like 2.
Because you won't edit any of them. You'll forget.
Do you know what I've been a lot of the comedy podcasts I've been listening to recently have had Manscaped as
Yes,
podcast.
We should get-
Always Sunny podcast
we should get
has been
sponsored
You know
by
what? Some of the people are so funny how they actually like sell the products.
We could.
So
Let's do
funny.
it.
You should
Listen.
reach out to
Manscaped
Manscaped
to
and see
sponsor
We
what
gotta.
it is.
I
Yeah.
think we have to have so many followers though for them to be like, yeah.
Oh.
I don't care. Yeah.
Or like say their name like so many times.
Manscaped.
all 10 of our
Manscaped.
followers
Manscaped.
use
Manscaped.
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 Manscaped if you're out there.
Manscaped.
Manscaped.
I'm gonna keep dropping Manscapes throughout the podcast. Someone tell us
Manscaped?
what the count is by the end of it. Speaking of
Are you talking about
manscaping,
Manscaped?
yeah. Speaking of manscaping, this movie's synopsis is: a couple's camping trip turns into a frightening ordeal when they stumble across the scene of a horrific crime.
Ooh.
Does that sound like the movie that you remember?
It does indeed.
Nice.
It's great because I
I'm
got that from
excited.
IMDb, so I would
We
be.
gotta figure out
mad.
where we're gonna watch it on. Where are we gonna stream it?
It is on Amazon.
Oh, perfect. To rent or just on there?
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I don't mind.
It's fine.
Yeah. IFC Midnight, do you want to sponsor this podcast?
Manscaped.
Oh, it's at IFC.
Manscaped. It might be, I think. I know.
I know,
Exactly.
they also did Skinamarink, so.
Oh, they did.
A dink-a-dink, skin-a-marink-a-doo.
Which, so
I do
I am stealing this from a podcast that we were talking about last time, 527 days ago, Morbid.
Yeah.
They say fresh air's for dead people, and that's all I'm going to say about this movie.
Fresh airs for dead people.
Fresh air's for dead people.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Morbid.
Let's go watch it with Mechagodzilla.
Heck yeah.
Smile. Sure you don't want to come? No, thanks.
Okay, see you.
Hello? It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty much how I remember it, except for the tent.
There's plenty of room. We can set up over here. This isn't right.
There were people here earlier, and they're heading out to the falls.
Help, quick! Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
You have to help us.
We found this boy. Where's his folks? No sign of him. There's just this car and a tent. Maybe they got into trouble.
You gotta make the most of your opportunities.
Get away from her!
The fun part of recording in the summer, it's who gets the AC. Where are
Yeah.
we pointing the AC?
My balls.
I feel it.
My balls.
My balls get the AC. Let me just wait. Hold on. Let's just
There you go.
do that view for the viewers that are watching on
If
YouTube.
Shane watched this podcast, he'd be going crazy right now.
I'm not doing anything provocative. I could.
I don't know.
Listen,
Put a
listeners.
leg up, just
Subjective.
do a
Listen,
little
listeners.
battle
What I'm
song.
going to tell you is look at this timestamp on the episode and then join in on YouTube and watch what Carlos does here.
All I have to say is,
Natalie, thank you for having us watch a good, decent film.
I'm
you know what?
so
You
happy.
have redeemed yourself.
Thank the goddess.
I
was gonna
enjoyed
say
that.
That was
Good.
fun.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
It was
Hold on, wait.
unexpectedly.
I gotta
I mean, yeah.
enjoyed as much as you can about a family getting raped and
I mean, they killed a
a
baby.
couple
Yeah.
that they didn't. They almost did. When he slammed that baby down on the ground, or whatever he did.
Yep.
Whew.
Yeah. It
A
was
lot happens in this movie.
right.
What happened to that baby?
Didn't the baby die?
But the dog, no. It's hanging out with the dog in the
Yeah,
woods.
I think they rescued
I
the
assumed
baby. I think they
the baby
rescued
was
it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the dog was there. The dog was there with
Uh,
the baby
what was the
at
dog's
the end.
name?
Banjo.
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 Because I heard that and I thought Banjo Kazooie,
Yeah.
the video game.
Banjo's the true star.
So we watched that movie, and we all pretty much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Killing Grounds.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
Yeah.
Loved it. Yeah.
Definitely a one up from
Skinamarink.
Yeah.
Skin him a don't.
So, I mean, our people who watch and listen to the podcast know we do multiple episodes in a day. And
Wait,
we did.
no,
Oh, this is completely
I'm
new
in
day.
a completely different outfit. This is
This
a
is-
whole
Three of us
new
have
day.
totally
This is
changed.
527
Yeah, you
days
got new
later.
socks on.
527 days, that's how long it has been.
Yep. Yep. It really was though.
But that was a nice pick me up. It reminded me of. I told Carlos it reminded me of Green Room.
Yep.
This movie, and you haven't seen
nope,
it.
haven't seen it. But
Highly
it's on the
recommend
list.
it.
It's a good movie.
Good movie. Okay.
It's on
has-
HBO Max or
Okay,
Max
perfect.
now.
And
Great.
it has Sir
Patrick Stewart and Anton Yelchin in one of his last roles.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a very good. Don't look anything up about it.
Just go and watch it.
Great.
Just go watch it now that you know that
Kind of like
it
how
exists.
we did with this movie almost
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, where I was
Yeah.
like,
There we
I'm
go.
going in blind. I didn't even know it was Australian
Mm-hmm.
until we like went and
Yeah.
looked at the Roku or the Prime
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Roku!
Roku.
Honestly,
Haruken.
good advice. Just like don't ask questions at gas stations.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, like that
Well-
that first scene, I was like, I'm never asking anyone for advice in gas stations ever again.
That I feel is the theme of this movie. It's like, yeah, what are you actually picking up on? What would you do? And how just
So you'd asked that during the movie, and I was
Yeah.
like, kind of thinking about it at that point, like, yeah, what would I do? And I still to this day, like, I'm just a little bit more reactionary in those
Sure.
type of situations. That I don't know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a good segue to our first.
Fun facts
with
with Carlos.
Carlos.
Sorry, it started really early in the episode.
I know, I'm skipping ahead
No,
a
yeah,
little bit.
perfect. Let's do it. Let's get some conversation going.
There's
I think
really
we've
not a
pretty
lot,
much
by the way.
explained the plot of the film.
Don't talk to strangers or you'll get fucked in the woods.
Yeah.
Family,
like
family
literally
gets-
and figuratively.
And
Yeah.
murdered.
In a bad way.
Yeah,
in a bad
figuratively
way,
and literally.
bad,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
very bad way.
Yeah.
So the director, Aaron Berzik, what are you sending me?
I sent him something earlier.
This movie was written and directed by Damien Power, and his inspiration for this film, and this really is not a surprise, was true crime novels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and what?
And
we
that
were
really
just talking
checks
about that
because of the whole, like, the reality of, like, don't talk to strangers, don't ask for these things. Going camping, like, the reality of, like, yeah, strangers could show up. Like, everything that I was watching, knowing that was, like, true crime was kind of what his inspiration was.
There's a movie, an Australian movie, Wolf Creek, which you haven't seen.
Nope.
Not to be confused with Cherokee Creek.
Ugh. If you want to get well-made, old-fashioned from Billy himself from Cherokee Creek, go to Holy Grail in Plano. He will make you a really good old-fashioned over there.
Otherwise,
That's all I gotta
don't
say about that
see the
movie.
Cool. Duly noted.
Bad movie.
What the fuck was I talking about? I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh,
We've dropped
Wolf
like
Creek.
6 F-bombs.
Wolf
I love
Creek
it.
and Wolf Creek. Yeah.
We're not editing any of this.
Hey.
So Wolf Creek, it's a true crime. So I could
Yes.
see where it would be a similar film would be inspired by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was also his directorial debut.
Really?
Solid go, man. Like really
Yeah.
solid film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this movie was released July 21, 2017 in the U.S.,
Okay.
but it did have an earlier release in 2016 in Australia,
Australia.
in
then.
the Melbourne International Film Festival.
I think anytime
Nice.
their sentence ended in a vowel or their word ended in a vowel and it was actually an R, Carlos and I would comment on it like, hello,
Yep.
I'm from Australia.
Yeah.
Arnar.
Yeah.
We'd
Yeah.
just be like, hello.
Hello now.
Hello.
What do we think the budget for this film was?
Real quick though, before you get into that, Greg and I had a funny conversation about accents
That's
before
so
we had
funny.
to turn on
Yeah.
subtitles. We're like, I don't understand.
Yes, we did turn on the
Yeah.
subtitles.
No clue what they're saying right now, and
Yeah.
I had no clue what
I
they
know,
were
I know that I've got a cheek to say it, but I was like, I couldn't understand.
It got a little thick.
The Irishman and the American
Yeah.
podcast had a conversation with problem with the Australians. and
Yeah,
I
I
feel
just
like that's a
couldn't-
joke. An Irishman and an American walk into.
It
a
was very
podcast.
thick, especially like the bathroom scene when they were taking a piss.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, I cannot understand what they're saying.
From an outside perspective, somebody from Ireland, what accents when we speak English are easiest to understand?
American's very easy for me to understand. Honestly, like, see, for me, like, more like Scottish accents for me are very difficult to understand.
Okay,
Even though I know I've got a
a little bit of an accent.
I've got an accent,
a wee
but
bit.
but Scottish or especially like the Highland, like sort of like the Highland area.
Sure.
If you're from Edinburgh, you're so clear. Like Glasgow can get a little bit, but like anywhere
Is that
like
Gordon
North
Ramsay's
Scotland,
accent?
very much is like very difficult to understand for me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is you know.
Are y'all not Gordon Ramsay fans in that household?
Oh, I love Gordon Ramsay.
Me too. Oh, we're
He's harsh,
huge Gordon
but
Ramsay fans.
I've loved
Gordon Ramsay fans.
go to like his restaurant in Vegas where he's got his.
We went to Hell's
went?
Kitchen in Vegas.
Keegan surprised me for my birthday. It was in May, but he planned a Vegas trip. Him, Aaron, and our friend Justin, they all pitched in, bought my plane ticket. The getting there was all paid for. I just had to pay for like my food and stuff, which was completely fine. But
treated our best friend over here.
He got me one of my bucket list things, and he knows this was I want to go to Hell's Kitchen. And so when he told me, he's like, well, our friend Justin ruined it. He's like, I can't wait to go to Vegas. He texted me on my birthday. He's like, happy birthday. I can't wait to go to Vegas with you. It's going to be so much fun.
No, he's not supposed to know where we're going.
I immediately texted him. He's like, don't tell Keegan. I was like, I immediately texted. I can't not.
Yep.
And then I immediately texted Justin, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
But Keegan told me, he's like, do you want to know anything? I was like, I don't know. He's like, you can guess. And so my first guess immediately was, great, you got me reservations to Hell's Kitchen. He's like,
I said, no,
nope.
It's too difficult to go there. Sorry.
I was like, great, then I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Day one, we got there. We passed Hell's Kitchen.
We got some pictures in
we have
front
to
of
go.
it.
I got to take pictures. Look at the sign. The flames are on. I got to do the whole touristy thing.
I was like, yeah, it'd be nice if we could get a reservation here, but they're always booked up.
And then I think it was day two. We was like, we're going to go do dinner somewhere. It's a surprise. We were walking kind of in the direction.
Lunch. It was like an early lunch.
It was lunch. That's right. And we were walking.
Because literally the only time I could get a reservation there was for an early lunch.
And it was in the direction of Hell's Kitchen, but I didn't put two and two together.
Like, aha.
And we started walking, and he's like, all right, go in.
Yep.
And he was recording the whole thing, and I was like, what? You lied!
I did. I got to keep it a secret.
It was everything I expected it to be and
His
more.
food is so freaking good.
It was good. And
It's
our
so
server
good.
was actually from Dallas. Or
No
from
way.
DFW.
Awesome.
Strangely
and
enough.
our server at the other steakhouse that we went to was had waited on the mayor of the colony. And like
because they're opening up a location. It's called Primal.
they're supposed to know that. Remember, we got told secrecy. They're going to open up one of
They're
those
opening
locations.
up a location called Primal in the colony.
The owner came up to us and was like, yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at Grandscape in the colony. But don't tell anybody. We're telling the thousands and hundreds of thousands.
Our
there you go.
viewers are going to tweet it, and Elon Musk is going to know now.
Sure he is.
Because everyone who listens to our podcast.
He already knows.
X.
XXX.
Instead of Twitter. It's
Yep, there you go.
Oh, that's right. It's actually called X now.
When does
Yeah.
Maxine come out?
Sure.
I don't know. We're off on so many tangents right now.
Speaking of tangents,
Anything but Australian horror films.
what was the budget for this film?
2 million? I'm going to say 2 million.
Okay.
I think it was like
Maybe less. I don't know. I feel like-
$50K.
Okay.
50K?
It-
2 million to 50K?
It looked really good.
$250.
Like the
It did
cinematography
look
looked
very
really
good.
good. I think they spent some money on some, and like the actors were all really good.
Yeah,
I don't
they were
like there
great.
wasn't a single bad actor in this.
I'm going to say
film.
1 million.
$1 million.
The baby was a bad
Oh,
The baby was a bad actor.
but
Greg,
also so cute.
once again, excuse me, is the closest
God.
1,300,000 Australian dollars.
What is that?
Oh
in
wait, yeah.
American?
What is that? 1,300,000.
What is
Two
it in
movies
American?
in a row of having to do conversions.
What is
which
it in euros
that's
and
the
what is
same.
it in pounds?
In I don't have euros or pounds, but
That's
in U.S. dollars, that's 856,000. So
Yeah.
Price is Right rules. Keegan is technically the winner.
No,
With your-
856,000. That puts Greg as the winner. I'm
You
too
said
far
1 million,
over.
right?
1 million?
Yeah, he said 1 million. You said 50,000.
Dollars.
I said 50,000.
No, yeah, 50,000. So
you're the winner
Natalie,
with
$50,000.
Price is Right rules.
Can you be on... but that was like a silly guess. Come on. Like,
So
Silly
one
what
guess.
actor is like doing that?
Who wins?
Like those are amazing actors. They're not gonna like do it for you know. They're not
But,
gonna do that
that,
role for
got
but
paid
this,
well.
this is
Yeah.
a very interesting thing to bring up. I mean, we don't actually know what the contract was that those actors signed
Yep,
initially. Because right now, currently, the SAG, like,
Yeah.
ultra low budget project agreement is like $250 a day?
Oh wow.
$250 a
That's
day.
that's extra. That's like how much extras
Or-
get paid.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're like thinking about a budget
Yeah, but they're
in comparison
actors,
to
like, they were professionals. Like
You never know.
But
Maybe they got 250. But how long? How many days did this film take place? Like, how many days did they film for this?
Oh, I
Yeah.
think they could have
No,
filmed
you have
that
your fun
in...
facts. How many?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Let me refer to the fun facts
Yeah.
because I found so many.
How many shooting days did they have?
I think it was a month.
Oh yeah, probably.
Max.
Yeah, a month. I mean, they had
There was like...
gunfire. They had
Yeah.
squibs. They had head squibs. Now that
Yeah.
could have been digital.
They had dogs.
Dogs, car
Which,
crashes.
yeah, never
that
work with
car at
animals.
the end like flipped and then went right back up.
yeah, that's true.
that was a good little car crash they had
This
there.
is an Australian film.
Yeah.
I feel like in America, we probably pay
Sure.
way more. Like, our contracts for our actors are probably significantly more. But in a lot of other countries,
Yeah.
it's probably like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
My favorite
You're going to
thing
get this wage.
was
Yeah.
while we were watching it, they were like, "Oh, it's Christmas time," and Aaron goes, "Why isn't it snowing?" It's
Yeah,
Australia.
It's Australia.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. It's
Hemispheres.
summer over there,
Fun
But, like,
fact.
fair.
or spring.
Not really
It
a
would
fun
be
fact about the movie, but
fall over there at that time. Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
whatever we have
Winter.
is be the opposite.
complete summer.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
They
like-
were hot. They were
yeah,
sweating.
They're literally like
Yeah.
They were
camping.
sweating.
They're
Yeah.
camping.
Oh.
They were in...
There weren't
Tank tops.
enough deadly animals trying to kill people.
Sure.
Which I feel like is half of Australia.
But it was
Yeah,
cool enough for
honestly.
them to camp.
yeah, it was cool enough for them to camp on the
Because
thing.
we would not be camping
Okay.
in Texas right now.
But the timeline thing, that was so smart and so cool.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah,
didn't catch on to it, and then we saw the baby walk. I'm like, they have the baby with them. What are they like?
We're
Who's
like,
this other baby? And you were like,
Like, who are these?"
hold on.
Who are these, like, very unresponsible parents
Yeah.
right now?
Well, they're Australian.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. We have
So,
no... Yeah, we
Most
don't know.
Australians are
We don't know.
irresponsible. You heard it here first.
Mark Oliviero, if you're listening, and I know you're not, irresponsible.
So
I did
irresponsible.
do a deep dive the other day, randomly. In my work computer, we can check like the temperature through, I think, Bing or whatever,
Oh yeah, what is it in
Edge.
Australia right now?
or something. Well, not Australia.
Okay.
I was just curious, like, around the globe, and I did a global view, and it showed me the temperature around the world.
Around the world.
Around the equator in Africa, almost 120.
Jesus.
Like,
Oh.
the temperature, the thermometer reads 120. If they have any sort of heat index, which I don't know if they do, it's higher. But
Those are just normal Earth temperatures. We just haven't been tracking the Earth long enough to know that. Sorry, that was my rant.
our
on-
ozone is just non-existent anymore, and
Sizzling.
so
No, our
it's
ozone is
just-
exactly the same.
UVs.
If dinosaurs lived in this weather, humans can too.
So what you're saying is a giant meteor is going to come and kill us.
Sure.
At this point, that
know
might
what?
be the best
Bring it.
option.
Honestly.
Bring the
Right.
meteor and the aliens. I'm done with Earth and USA. Like, come on.
I mean, I just have to perpetuate. If there are aliens, I'm not paying my student debt. So
You changed
My
socks.
favorite thing, right?
I mean, oh my gosh, you have different socks from the last time we
maybe
recorded.
maybe next week
Yeah.
I'll put on my Friday the 13th socks.
I would love that.
Yeah, maybe the next time we record an episode, you'll have different
Yeah.
socks.
In another 527 days.
The same shirt that I wore last week.
7 days.
One of my favorite things right now is trolling people who are.
You are a troll.
Oh yes, 100%. Who are supporting that movie? What, The Sound of Freedom? Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Which is fun. Like, great. Obviously, we need to stop like sex trafficking with
Yeah.
minors and stuff. Yes,
Yes.
but it's like a Rambo version of like a real life story. And one of the producers just got arrested for sex trafficking with a minor,
I
or
saw
like,
that, yeah.
and like everybody, I don't know why, but Instagram has just gone off the rails with comments. Like the top tier comments are just like super conspiracy theory people, and like most of the comments on that article are everybody is like this is it real, like this guy is actually a good guy, we need to like support this man. I'm like, no, it's you should be against this. If you like this movie, be against this man as well who is like produced this movie. It's just insane, off the rails.
In the membrane.
world.
Yes.
Yes, that was my tangent.
Insane in the brain.
Insane in the membrane.
Let's
Got
go
no
back to fun
brain.
facts because I'm done.
No, we're good.
I don't want to talk about the Sound of Freedom anymore.
So we already talked budget. It was 1,300,000 or 856 American dollars.
American doll hairs.
Because one Aussie
love a
dollar
doll
is 66 American doll hairs.
Dang.
What was the box office? I will also preface that this had a limited release. Take with that as you will.
5 mil. US.
5 mil US. This is US. So 5 mil.
1 mil.
1 mil.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'll say 1.1 mil.
Okay.
Doing the Price is Right dick move. We just do like
none
the
of
$1
y'all,
more.
if it's Price is Right rules, then you all failed.
How much was it? We're all over.
Vastly. 80,000.
But it's all.
$80,051.
I mean, if it's meant to go straight to streaming,
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah.
that's where it's gonna make its
like when I
money,
say a
is off
limited
of
release,
streaming
like
revenue.
one theater, like
Sorry, I
in
did
the
not get
grand
that.
scheme, may have shown it.
Yeah.
Well, and also
That
it's
was
like,
a really good movie, though. I thought.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yes.
you see those type of movies for me, they are the scariest of the horror genre, and it's just because of the realism of it. Because there's some messed up people out there that would literally do that, and you could go camping, you could go, floating in the river, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking whenever that was going on, I was like, I'm gonna put a clock beside my bed forever now because.
I mean, also never go camping again because.
I know.
mean-
I like how right before this we were like, oh yeah, camping. It's fun.
Yes,
we love camping.
love
I love
it.
camping.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm still gonna camp, but I might have
I'm
like
still
a
gonna go camping.
Sure. me too.
some bear pepper spray or
But
something.
we also always go camping on like national park sites.
parks. Yeah, you're
Where there's
20
like
feet
lots
from your
of
neighbor.
people. Yeah, there's neighbors
Sure.
and stuff, and you
Then
know,
like National Park Killers.
if I'm gonna die,
Yeah.
I'm gonna scream bloody murder and let everyone know, so it's okay.
Yes. And so hopefully you'll
I'll do my
die,
civil
but
duty.
they'll be caught.
Yeah.
I'll die. Well, and I'll die first because
Sure.
I'm the token black person.
Yep. I liked
Yep.
how shocking some of the movie was while being like sort of mundane about how shocking it was. So like taking the family, that was shocking, and then like the next shot is you don't see the action, you see the aftermath of the action.
Yes.
And it's just very like wide shot, pants are down on
Yeah.
certain
The
people
one,
and
yeah.
then duct tape up again, and you're like, wait, my imagination's gonna figure out what happened here.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yep.
Ooh.
The movie was
Ooh.
very matter of fact. It was
Yeah.
like, we're just gonna go with it. We don't need to like sell it up. We don't need to like overdo something. It's
Which is-
just this happened. This happened. This happened. Here you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I actually thought was like a genius idea too, because like
Yeah.
when you show the real gory stuff, like as you can imagine,
like,
the
gratuitous,
stuff
like,
that actually
sexual-
probably was intended to happen.
Yeah.
If you showed that stuff, that's gonna cancel out so much of your audience.
Yeah.
So if you just
Imply it.
imply it,
Yeah.
no, I thought it was a great
Well,
idea to do that.
And
Yeah.
our imaginations are infinite, you
Yeah.
know? It's like just showing the after effects. We can fill in the blank however we want to fill in the
But
blank,
even the dude
which is more
saying like, "Do
horrifying.
you want another good?" Is like, I looked at this because I was like, kind of like getting not getting queasy, but I was like,
It's uncomfortable.
and he's like, "Do you want another go?" I was like, "Another go." I was
How
like,
nonchalantly
Yeah.
they were talking about
Yeah.
I
it.
was like,
Ugh.
wow, that for me was like. So it's a whole scene that's
Like,
been
what happened during all
multiple
that? Yeah.
offenses, like
How many hours has it been? Because
Yeah.
like really like
Overnight, I imagine.
Yeah.
that they've
We don't-
been,
we
they've
don't
been-
really know.
They've been in the killing ground
yes.
for overnight.
Title of the movie.
Hey.
Man. Oh, drink. Yeah, we got to drink. It's the title of
Cheers.
the movie, right?
Cheers. Yeah.
I'm done.
Cheers.
Oh, you're done. Well.
Oh.
Good on you, man.
It was good. It was a good
Show
drink.
off.
It was a good
This
drink.
is a very good Christmassy drink.
Thank you.
I agree.
Christmas drink. I mean,
Yeah.
it may.
You don't think it's a Christmas drink?
I mean, it may rain Christmas, but it's not a Christmas drink. If
Holiday
I add a
drink.
little peppermint to it, then
winter
yes.
drink, wintry drink.
It's a camp drink because it's
Yes.
smoky and
Okay,
s'moresy.
yeah. Camp drink. I'm glad you made a. What's the name of it again?
Gather around the campfire.
Gather around the campfire.
Is what we're going.
God.
Okay, I played
after the actual movie now.
Okay, can I
I'm
say
never
though?
coming again, dude.
I played with the title of this drink for like 3 days. The first,
I love now. You need to make a cocktail book of all of the drinks you've made,
actual
and
original ones,
and have a special area of just the Carlos specials.
the actual original
Yes,
Carlos originals.
the originals.
I also think like making like and watch this movie with it.
Well, so Keegan's brother Brandon actually he called me. He's like, "I have an idea. I want to pitch to you.
Yes.
A cocktail book, but then you like on one page it's the cocktail, on the other page it's the movie, so that you're like, here's the cocktail, here's the recipe, here's why we picked this one.
Yes.
Here's the movie, like in the poster. Go watch it.
Yeah.
With the amount of crap that there is at like Barnes and Nobles, if you go to the cocktail section and the cooking section, I feel like that could easily be accessible.
Yeah.
Easily. And you're playing into two different worlds there.
Yeah, horror and like mixologists or whatever you want to say.
And it's so
tasty.
It's so exciting too. I feel like I think A24 has like some sort of recipe book.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, do you think
that would be
A24
cool.
will sponsor us?
Yes, A24.
Yeah, but every single movie we do has to be an A24. We gotta watch The Green Knight and pair
That's fine. You can do it. You can do
a
it.
cocktail with it.
You can do it.
I did not like The Green Knight.
I mean, talk to me. There you go. Next one.
There you go.
Okay,
Next one.
Talk to Me was great. Green Knight.
Hereditary.
Oh.
What would you make that? Oh, what kind of cocktail would you make with Hereditary? I mean, you did make a cocktail with Hereditary.
I did, but if I was going to go original with it.
Sienna was there with us when we did that.
They sure were.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to. So, also, part of the reason why I wanted to go original instead of looking up is I just have a plethora of liquors and liqueurs at home, and I was like, I don't want to keep buying new things just for new recipes.
Carlos, it's spilling over into my house now.
Oh, no,
which I enjoy. Which I made a. Dude, that drink was so good. It was a perfect pull drink. It was a Monster Orange, a Malibu, and Blue Curacao. Man, that was tasty.
Monster, like the energy drink?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was his drink, not mine.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's tasty. It was real
I don't
tasty.
do energy.
Oh, no, I had some.
Okay.
I had to go somewhere afterwards, so I needed, energy. But I still wanted the drink.
I tend to bring stuff and then I will leave it here. I'm like, this is just going to stay here.
Yeah.
Or like if I bring and I have a little bit left over, but I bought an extra bottle, I'm like, this stays here.
Yeah.
I'm only going to take home the one bottle.
Yeah.
And
It
that's
works out,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it works out because then you guys can have drinks and whatever. So originally I had called this a...
CIMPFIRESONG song. Oh,
kind of.
Yep.
I called it Camp Milk at first.
Okay.
Fight milk!
Kind of where it was going. I was like, Fight Milk, but Camp Milk. But I was like, I don't like the name. So then I said Smoky Milk. Then I was like, really the only...
Girl, I want to get some of that smoky milk.
Let me get that smoky milk.
Smoky milk.
Yeah.
I had another one. I can't remember it. But then last night, after I played around with our Skinema drink, after finishing and being like, yes, that is the recipe I'm going to go with, it hit me. I was like, gather around the campfire.
Yeah.
That's the
Perfect.
title. I
mean,
hadn't been sold on the title of this drink for a week. But the recipe, I made it once and instantly said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is what I made last weekend. And I said, yeah, that's
so good.
That's the recipe I want. I don't know what to
good.
call it yet.
Yeah.
Skinema drink is something I want to drink
I
for
feel
a
like
long
I
time.
do need to change the name of it because the movie is so awful, but the drink is so good.
So, like,
But
maybe change it to a joyride drink. I don't know.
There's another cocktail.
Okay,
I
never
will,
mind.
spoiler.
Wait, is that an original?
Spoiler, it's not an original. So if you hate it, you can hate whoever made it.
I mean, if we hate it, just switch the Skinema drink into a joyride. Because I think you're going to love the movie. And so
Fake
maybe
out.
we'll-
Skinema
We're
drink,
drinking
I really
Skinema
want the
drinks.
recipe
I can't
for.
do another Skinema
Yeah.
drink.
No, fuck. I mean, no.
Skinema
Absolutely
drink
not.
is, for me, it's like Sunny D, but
With a lot of
Yeah.
alcohol.
Boozy.
alcohol.
A
It was
lot of
Boozy
alcohol.
Sunny D. Sweet, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a good Long Island and like a good play on a Long Island.
And that's where I started with. I was like,
Heaven.
let me take a
Heaven.
Long Island, but let me alter it, substitute Malibu instead of regular rum. And I wanted to go tropical with it. So pineapple,
Love it.
orange juice.
Real quick, because I love your shirt and I love Aaron's shirt. Can we get a picture of both of y'all's shirts and put them on the Instagram?
Yeah, sure.
Aaron lifted his arms just now, and I was like, oh, I like
think-
that shirt over there.
Yeah.
Both of these
That's a good
shirts,
one.
correct me if I'm wrong,
so
but I think both of these shirts were Frightmare shirts.
Frightmare, yeah.
So when we went to Texas Frightmare Week, and Aaron actually already has this shirt, and I've loved it, and I've
Now my
wanted to
mom
get it.
has that shirt, you have that shirt, and
Yeah.
Aaron has that shirt.
So this has been one that I was like, I really want that, and I found it at Frightmare Week, and I was like, well, that's a done deal.
I love that shirt. So
It's
that's
a good
like
one.
that blue and pink, that combo
Yeah.
right there. That's such a good combo.
It's
a
then
good one.
I
It's
love a
got a
good
lot of
play on
di-
words, Aaron, and like so. Aaron's if obviously you can't see it right now,
We'll take
and you
a
can't
picture.
hear him right now because we're out of microphones.
Oh, he's gonna,
but-
he's
oh,
gonna come.
Heck yeah! I don't have to describe it.
He's not gonna
One.
come, but he's
Get
gonna
over
be in
here, you
front.
sexy bitch.
There it is.
Hey.
Yeah,
There it is.
hopefully you can
Yep.
see it right now.
It's a good shirt.
Not
a
that
great
I'm like a
shirt.
come and take it type of guy because I'm the opposite of that.
Come
but I
and
like
take
the
Yeah.
play on it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the thing. That's like
Also,
Is that, how's that camera? I saw you knocked it a little bit. Is that okay? Is that okay?
we can't see Greg's beautiful face.
We got to see the sexy Irishman over here.
Yes, in the bucket hat.
In the
which
bucket hat.
which was in the movie as
It was
well.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
What was her name? Was it Ellie?
Ollie.
I
Ollie.
don't
Ollie.
remember any
Ollie.
of their names.
It was
Yeah.
I
Kylie.
remember Ollie.
No, that was
That
the
was
first.
the first
No,
one.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
Kylie
no,
and Ken, right?
Dude,
No,
don't
yeah,
no
that
references
was it.
this,
Ken?
this kind of rank.
You're Knuff.
I am Knuff.
I am also Knuff.
What is it? Soy sufficient?
What?
Soy sufficient? Sufficient?
What?
Yeah, the Spanish translation.
Oh, of You Are Knuff.
Yeah, you are enough.
Soy sufficient.
Oh, I don't
That's cute. I like
know. But you
that.
know what?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Keegan and Carlos Casa Dojo Mojo Casa House.
Yeah, Dojo, Mojo Dojo,
Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Love that.
God, that movie, I loved it. That was great.
We're talking. If you
so I
haven't
saw
seen
that-
it, we're talking Barbie. By the way,
I saw that with
I read
Aaron
it.
and Candace, and I
Oh, yeah.
think I liked Barbie more than Oppenheimer.
Overall, I enjoyed Barbie way more because Barbie was just fun.
I have my
From
issues
start to
with
finish.
Oppenheimer.
I think
and
I liked-
I've talked about it. and-
I liked Oppenheimer better than you did. Overall, I thought Oppenheimer.
Why
was
does
great.
okay? I'm gonna have this conversation because we had it in our group chat, and then Christy did not respond back to me afterwards.
Oh,
She was like, she sent a message. I loved Oppenheimer. It was great. And I said, yeah, but why does Christopher Nolan hate women? And I said, yes, I get it. It's a biography. But those women in that movie were portrayed in such a negative light. It just pissed me off the entire time I was watching it. And then if you go back and watch Dunkirk, because it's World War II, obviously, it doesn't really have a lot of strong women in it. Before Dunkirk Tenet had the worst representation of women in it ever because it was all about, like, I want this plot point to succeed. The only way to do that is to be with this sugar daddy and to try to get with this guy right here.
sure.
Not okay. And then if you look at Inception, Marion Cotillard, is that If you look at her character,
Beautiful.
written like garbage. If you look at The Dark Knight Rises, her character again, written like garbage. The last decent film that he had a good female representation was The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That was it. Since then, he has
Yeah.
not had. I'm like, why does he hate women so much? He writes them, and he writes all of his own movies. He writes them so poorly, and it makes me mad. That's my tangent right
Love
there.
it. I love
One
it.
of my coworkers
I'm here
also commented that the spoilers for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
The scene where the one female that he cheats on his wife
They're
with.
just sitting
Yeah.
there naked. Yeah.
They're sitting there naked where she kills herself. That line is completely inaccurate with history.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm not going to try to quote what it was because I've had a lot to drink already, and so I can't remember.
I know. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But my coworker was like, "That's not how it actually happened. This is how it actually happened." And when they were describing it to me,
See, I don't know anything
It
about
was way
Oppenheimer.
more impactful hearing her describe what really happened, and I'm like,
Garbage Girl?
no.
Okay.
Like, just a random coworker. I was like,
Okay.
why wasn't that what they did
That's
in the movie?
the name of the podcast that they run is Garbage Girls. That's not, I'm not referring to a
Yes,
woman as
this
a garbage
is,
girl.
Alyssa and Megan.
As I am over here like,
Oh,
to
the
Christopher
Garbage
Nolan,
Girls.
zero cameras. Oh, that garbage woman over there.
No, Garbage Girls is a podcast. Go like them and follow them. It's Alyssa
Yes,
and Megan.
they love us. We love
Garbage
them.
Girls, GRRRLS.
R.
No, 3 R's.
Okay.
Ooh.
They're so funny.
I'm gonna. Well,
And it's just they shoot the shit. That's
Yeah.
And talk trash.
And talk trash.
so
And talk
yeah.
garbage.
But yeah,
Go
all I have
garbage.
to say is that whole plot line was inaccurate from actual history.
He has not written a decent female character since The Dark Knight.
Which, like, I mean, it's an oversimplification of it, but the fact that, our society probably just does not really show or make women in film and in media, like, as pleasurable, like, they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And, or are. Or, like, in the equality. And so he probably is just writing the women as he was, like, fed a narrative,
Yeah.
Also from
of
the time period of the 40s.
Sure.
Yeah, but also Tenet takes place in the future.
Right.
And you're writing a garbage
I'm not
character
justifying the rest of them.
in the
I'm just saying
future. And
Oppenheimer.
technically Inception takes place in the
Sure.
future of this technology that exists.
Well, and it's like in those moments you're like, okay, so you should be innovating and you should be imagining a world that is different from our world, but they don't.
I'm trying to think how many women
But
have
we
committed
don't.
suicide for their man in a Christopher Nolan movie. We have
shit.
Inception.
That actually is
We have
too many.
Oppenheimer. Technically, I would say The Dark Knight. Katie Holmes or not Katie, Maggie Gyllenhaal, where it's the Joker kills one or the other. Maybe not.
Well, it's
but
like she
wasn't that-
martyrs
yeah.
herself in a sense.
maybe not on that one,
You
but
can make an argument, sure.
but it's I don't know if there's anything there. If I'm just overblowing it. If I'm
I
just
think that's why
overblowing
Barbie
something,
was
but-
successful because
But then
it was all...
I went from Oppenheimer to Barbie, where it was
Mm-hmm.
the complete opposite, and it was
Exactly.
like, this is cool. This is cool. I wouldn't mind living in this world. I would be
Right.
Alan in this world.
But it's also
This is
like
fine.
to tie back into Killing Ground, it's like, why did she not just leave? Why did she not just drive away
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flat tire? I mean, yes, there was a car blocking her at a certain point,
I don't
but
care
it's
if I
like,
have a flat tire or not.
but it's like, why
If
didn't
it's
you
life
just
or
walk?
death.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like
There's another
when
moment too. As a man, I feel like there's a moment where I feel like maybe you guys, whenever they got away, he continued to run.
And you didn't go for the gun,
He
right?
didn't go for the gun, but I'm also like he had the advantage. And like, no, that's the time where you're like
So
stomp heads.
Australian mentalities are a little different too because
Sure.
of their gun culture. They're
Yeah,
different than
yeah.
America and their gun culture. Us, we think grab the gun, go and start blasting. Anyways, I started blasting.
and also like you'll know how to use it, which not everyone
And even-
does.
because I mean, at that point, 2016, yeah, guns were pretty much like nobody's trained on a gun in Australia in 2016. They have been banned. They've gone and melted them down and through the whole thing that they had. So they're not like big things that everybody knows how to use in Australia at
Yeah.
that time.
Also,
But I
It was
grab
like
the gun and shoot.
I think
Grab the gun and shoot the bad
I think
guys.
that
Yeah.
I think that the point was though,
At that
like
point.
it was like an advantage point though, where like there was that one point where I think someone was, it was obviously he was disadvantaged at one point, and then all of a sudden it became where he started running, and then he became a target. I'm like, no, you don't run at that point.
Serpentine.
That's the
Oh,
point where
Serpentine.
Serpentine.
Run serpentine.
when in doubt,
Oh.
serpentine out.
Game of Thrones. Run
Well-
serpentine.
Well, and it is. I love that you bring that up because again, it ties back to where we're with like, yeah, what do you do? Do you run? Like,
Yeah.
what is fight or flight? Do you fight? Do you flight? Do you freeze? Do you fawn? Do you try and like
Yeah.
convince them to not hurt you? And like, I think another one is flock. to where you try and
be part like
hey, we're the same.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I totally get it.
And especially when you're not alone.
Yeah.
If you have a significant other with you, it's like, how do you take care of yourself? But how do you take care of yourself to take care of your other as well? If you're trying to save them, maybe you're like, thank God, this is my way out. Finally,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yes. Yeah.
Seriously, like I hate to say it that way,
but I think that's what makes a smart movie too. Is that not everybody thinks the same. They think, like you said, fight, flight, fawn,
freeze.
Freeze. What if everybody fought against the person? It wouldn't be accurate. It wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be the movie that we watched. Everybody has their own version of what they would do in that situation. Speaking of which, what would you do in that situation, Carlos?
Yeah, Carlos.
If I was like being held gunpoint and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. If I'm in the car, even if it has a flat tire, and it's a working vehicle, I'm going to drive away.
Sure.
I'm going to go and try to seek help.
Yeah. And she was like trying to get the keys at a certain point.
And they had a gun to her through the glass. And so like if she were to like start the car, bam, you're dead.
I mean, okay, if I was able to, I would definitely start the car and get away. If not, I would definitely see. Here's the thing: if I was pushed into a corner, I would fight back 100%.
Yes.
You kick the balls, bite the neck.
Yeah.
That's what I don't
Push
get that.
up on the nose as hard as you can.
Why don't people kick people in the balls, especially if they're men, more often in movies?
What is
or
it?
Or Krav Maga, just like straight into the nose and make the nose go
Miscongeniality, yeah. It's like instep, sing. So it's
stomp, instep, S-I-N, nose,
groin. Yeah, what is the S though?
It's stomp. Stomp on the foot.
Stomp.
Yeah.
In.
Nose.
Groin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
groin.
So impressed.
I don't know you. That's my first.
Right. But it is. It
kick
really
him in the nuts.
Groin.
Yeah. It is. It's wild.
Kick a guy in the nuts. He's out.
Yeah.
He's out.
If you go full force and hold nothing back, if you kick a man in the nuts, they will go down.
Right.
Guaranteed.
It's like punching in the sternum. We get a feeling right here, and we're down for the count for at least a minute.
And I've watched like a Krav Maga documentary or something, and it's like if you just hit full force in the sternum, immediately
solar plexus.
Immediately knocks the air out of the person and disables them for X amount of time, and you are free to do whatever.
Palm in the nose.
Yeah.
Palm in the nose as hard as you can, and it sends all of their cartilage into their brain and kills them.
Yeah.
Possibly kills them, and then you're done. You just run away.
Welcome to our murder podcast, where we teach you how to kill a person.
The murder podcast. They're going to use this episode as evidence one day.
Keegan and
Carlos's murder podcast.
I'm missing some syllables there.
Keegan
we'll figure it out.
Carlos's murder.
How to Murder Podcast.
How to Murder Podcast.
How to not get away with murder.
Also, How to Get Away with Murder.
Keegan and Carlos get away with murder.
Yeah. Oh, we're not advertising that, are we?
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Well,
cancel culture.
And also, it's, I mean, again, just like drawing. The main character at the end. So the final girl. If we're doing like true horror tropes.
Oh, I love the ending of that movie. By the way,
loved it.
Yeah.
Open-ended, but also final.
Yeah. No cell service. Yeah. I mean, by the end of the movie, she was like separating herself from every single aspect of her life prior, and brutally murdered the guy who was terrorizing
with a rock.
them. Yes, and
just
it's
smashing
like
his head in with a rock.
A
physical rock, not Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yes,
to clarify.
Unfortunately,
Dwayne Johnson
not.
Was
but
in
also,
that movie.
it was alright. It was also nuanced though, because the guy who ended up being the one at the end who she killed, we saw his journey into like true just.
I love that.
Yeah.
That we humanize the villains.
Yes.
Just enough.
Just a wee.
Just enough. When he shows up in the bathroom with that guy and is like, "Don't show people."
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're gonna get us caught, because he had the girl's phone.
Yeah.
So like the timeline stuff was really cool in that because we were like, I was watching, I was like, wait, they've done this before,
yeah,
and then I was like, oh, they're the before,
yeah,
I get it. So very smart, but also like the nuances of their relationship was really cool.
Even when his friend gets shot and he's on the floor, like there's a little moment of humanity where you, he's like, kill me, kill me.
No,
like,
I don't want to, and he's like, no,
there's a little moment of humanity where you actually are like feeling and like can relate to him. But obviously, the villain, so you're like, no, we don't like you.
Make sure we don't, agree with the rapist, Carlos.
I mean, we don't agree with rapists. Also, because it's in Australia, kangaroos.
There were no kangaroos in this movie. 0
Where
out of
were
10.
the kangaroos?
0 out of 10. No kangaroos.
Killer spiders.
Anything from my one Aussie friend is there's a TV show called Skippy the Kangaroo, and I really wanted
Aaron
Skippy to
Skippy
show.
the Kangaroo.
I really wanted Skippy to show up.
No Skippy.
It's like a child show. I know this
like
is not
Bluey.
Yeah, it's Skippy Bluey.
Okay.
Blippy.
Bloopy.
Bloopy.
We know Bluey.
Do y'all know Bluey?
Oh, we know Bluey.
Unfortunately, I think we all know Bluey.
Yeah.
My nephews do not like Bluey, so I'm clear on that front.
God.
I'm clear on that front.
Speaking of Bluey.
Yep.
What would you rate?
Is the we never do the Rotten Tomatoes.
This is a very long episode of the podcast.
No, we already did our fun fact. So we already did a fun fact. So what was the Rotten Tomatoes for this? Critics.
I think it's high. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
Your voice so high.
I'm gonna go low.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like after Skinamarink, we're just the opposite of critics and people. So I'm gonna go 65%.
Okay.
86.
75.
74.
Son of a gun!
Damn it!
What is it?
Greg keeps winning.
74.
74.
Yeah.
Hate that.
It's the Irish luck over there.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
exactly.
Look at the Irish. Audience score.
Audience score.
Wait, what was the 74?
74 was the critic score.
I'm gonna double down. 74%.
86%. I'm going to
74.
double down too. 86.
91.
Jesus fucking.
Lower?
44.
No, they're wrong. You're wrong. People are wrong. They're dumb. Audiences are dumb.
Which is the same percentage of Skinamarink. I was like, wait a minute, 44. Didn't we have that earlier?
These guys have not watched movies.
What we have discovered is that the
It was
Rotten
like-
Tomatoes
You don't know
score is
good
broken.
movies.
Honestly, though, it was such a beautifully shot and
yeah.
done film, like, in comparison.
Yeah.
But also on its own. Oh
I
my
would
God.
definitely rate it way higher than 44.
You know what?
Yeah.
I actually was thinking
That's in
to
the
myself
80s
too,
for me.
You see, whenever like I watched the like the actors that were portraying the obviously the rapists, the murderers, I was like, I don't know if I could act that, but those guys done a great job of like actually like
Yeah.
you know they weren't
Humanity.
like like they weren't like too,
Ugh,
you know like you see
humanity.
like super creepy where it's like super obvious. They were kind of like believable to be in society,
I used the
not-
wrong word. Not humanity. Believable.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, like not like in society, but like they could be up to doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Again,
believable.
The nuance is just.
Because if you see someone that's got like tattoos on their face, they've got long hair, massive beard, I'm like, okay, well, that guy's definitely not part of. Just like
Well,
an
and not
extra,
choosing to be part of.
You know, I'm just like I'm just trying to think of
Maybe.
someone that would not be like, oh, have I seen that guy? But like, okay, immediately my spidey senses are up,
yeah.
Spidey
Mm-hmm.
senses.
but not
It's like when I walk in a room,
Yeah.
everybody's spidey senses are up.
yeah.
Bald, beard, tattoos.
I mean, my
like,
spidey senses aren't out, but something else is up.
Oh,
I had to.
you had to.
Speaking of having to,
Yeah.
what was the kill count?
Ooh.
3. Wait, no. 2, 3,
Three,
4.
3?
6, 7, 8, 9.
7.
5, 6, 7.
Seven.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7,
7.
7, 7, 7.
7.
Yeah.
Be your own man.
I remember 3.
It's 7.
Okay, then go on. Then.
There's the family.
5.
It's 7.
7.
It's
Is it 7?
Yeah, it's 7.
It's 7.
That was an easy one to
7.
figure out.
I'm
Sorry, it was
trying
actually
to-
7.
The family members.
High five.
Oh,
High five. Not me. I don't want to high
Thank
five you. I mean, okay, wait.
The
The
family.
Okay.
The family,
Family
yeah,
members,
I just
the 2
couldn't remember.
cops.
Yeah,
And the two
cops.
killers.
It was
Cops,
the 2
so
cops.
7.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah,
not
yeah.
thinking about. Yeah, the cops.
Because also
the bucket hat
Ollie,
was like
Ollie
it was
is
constricting
question.
the thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. 100% right.
Our food is on the front porch, by the way, too.
Oh my gosh, what do we rate this movie?
We have Hawaiian Bros.
What do we
waiting
rate
for
this
us.
movie? What do we rate this movie?
On a scale
I'm
of
so hungry.
rifles to pit bulls, I give it 5 children lost in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah. From like, abandoned tents to Banjo, the beautiful. I know, yeah, the beautiful pit bull. I have to give it a Banjo.
Oh,
Like-
Banjo.
It's good. Yeah.
But also-
Drax really liked Banjo.
Yeah.
Greg.
7 barbecues.
Barbecue.
Good answer.
That's it.
7 barbecues.
That's it.
Oh wait, I have to ask though. Do you know Mighty Boosh?
Oh, I know a few Mighty Boosh's.
Do you know? Have anyone ever been
Adult
like
Swim show, The Mighty Boo.
Old Greg? Old Greg?
Old Greg. I'm
Oh, Mighty. Oh, yeah.
You know Old Greg?
Old Greg. Yeah.
He
dude.
has a robe that is embroidered Old Greg
Yeah,
from
no,
what?
Oh,
For when we were first dating,
Old
Natalie would
Greg.
buy me a lot of Old Greg stuff, like cars, like Happy Birthday, Old Greg on it, and like
I love
yeah.
it. Do you like Bailey's?
Bailey's.
do you
From a
drink
shoe?
it from a shoe?
This is the
Probably.
first time I've ever had Bailey's and it's not been Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Or out of a boot.
Out of boot.
Meh.
This is Bailey's. This is Bailey's up close. Bailey's as close you can get without
Bailey's
getting
is
ass wet.
definitely a December drink, but
Okay.
it's good. It's went down well.
Speaking of Bailey's, on a scale,
Here you go. All right, Carlos.
I'm really good at segues. On a scale of camping trips to children who appear to be dead, but it's actually a time swap.
Multiple
so they're not
times.
dead. I give this movie 8. I'm also going to give it 8 banjos because banjo.
Hey, Banjo. We love Banjo. This
I
is a
love
Banjo
Banjo.
household.
Great.
We loved banjo.
This is a banjo.
Speaking
Banjo,
of
I would
banjo,
love a banjo.
we're gonna really push this forward.
You think he's gonna be a mean, evil pit bull dog, and then he ends up
Nah.
helping that baby out.
Yeah.
That little toddler.
we
All right, here we
really
go.
like another dog too. I think we should be.
Oh,
Greg
fudge.
really wants
Hold
to get
on.
another dog, so this is.
Wait, what kind of dog you want? You want Drax?
What kind of
You
dog
gotta
do
do
you
it.
want? Yeah, do you want to
so
take?
we have
you
an
take
American.
Drax?
No, I mean
Our dog's an
love
American
Drax.
bully.
I love
and
Drax.
he's
I really
a-
do want to meet y'all's dog.
He's a
Can I-
good
can I
dog.
come
He's a
over? Can
pure
we do
breed
dinner?
American bully.
Woo!
It went out.
Yes,
Turn
you
it
can
back on
come
real
over
quick.
anytime.
We'll have to do dinner or something real quick. But before we ever
Yeah.
do that,
Okay.
let's do some.
Wow.
I got it. I got it. I got it,
Yep.
boy.
Yep.
What is the name of the character in Poltergeist who says, "They're here"?
It's y'all. Do y'all know?
You
Brian.
know it.
I know it. I want to see if y'all know.
No.
I
No idea.
mean, it's
Look
the
into the
little
light.
boy. It's the little
Look
boy.
into the light. No, it's a little girl.
That's
It's
a
a
little
girl.
girl.
Look into
It's a
the
girl.
light.
Just
Carol Ann.
completely.
Carol Ann.
Ann. Look
We were
into the
just talking about-
light.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Question number
It's been a
2.
second.
This one is, I think it's easy, but
Oh, God.
we'll see.
Here we go.
What is the name of the demon group summoned by the puzzle box in the movie Hellraiser?
Oh shit.
Cinnabites.
Cinnabites.
Yeah.
Cinnabuns.
The Cinnabuns.
Good.
The Cinnabuns. I think
The
that's a
They're
shirt.
so sticky.
That's a shirt that
Ooh.
exists where it's spelled like Cinnabites, but it's Cinnabuns.
Yeah.
And they all have like Dunkin' Donut or Cinnabon aprons on, and they're all serving. I want that shirt. I want that artwork. If it doesn't exist,
Ooh.
somebody make that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Shred it, baby.
grind it.
Red.
Baby. Woo.
Oh,
Wow.
It's gone.
and just like that,
And just like that, we are sat.
and we are done with another episode.
Of
Wow.
Keegan and Carlos,
Carlos'
Scary Movie Podcast. Let's go eat, please.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for listening to us, everybody.
Be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever platform you're listening to us on.
And follow us on Instagram and Facebook so you can make sure you keep up with all of our fun shenanigans.
And if you have any suggestions for scary movies, let us know.
Thanks for listening to Keegan and Carlos's Scary Movie Podcast.